Everything I'm hearing from sources that were present when Ken was picked up shows that it was a targeted operation. They appear to have come to lay ambush, and as soon as he emerged, they surrounded him, got him into the vehicle, and then drove him away about an hour and a half drive to where he's currently being detained.
And I want Ghanaians to know that he just didn't overstay his visa. The visa was actually revoked. So it's not that Ofori Attah, overstayed.
We will use every possible legal means to bring anyone who is running away from justice in this country,
including Ken Ofori Attah.
Yes.
It appears to me that Ofori Attah on why? Because why will you run away for your own country? Why all this embarrassment? I think. Why? I think. I think or Bagano, you were trying to now.
Abusuya Sabrede name say Owura Ken Ofori Attah ya wo former finance minister e wo Nana Danko Akufo-Addo na ba mu Sabrede wo hwehwe na anya ade a wo be hu no e wo bibia wote e wo America ne mu wo be hu no e wo Caroline Detention Center ne nyina NS ice for ensa ekopa no bosumia yesi mu ye na bre Sabrede ugusua e wo wo mu akache ne busuya ensam no ebeto montes na afei akwakwa ebebre bi kyerese esan se Owura Ken Ofori Attah NDC aben hwehwe na manaba no baba yi ensem bia no ya wo pese obeba ma e man red alert kwa ma okoda Interpol so ne ade ebi mu so mo pe kwa ade extradition bi be fa no de na be piem Ghana ha etiwe no akwakwa smart move bia aban ne pese wo de Owura Ken Ofori Attah ebe piem e wo man Ghana m se ne be ye no benya kwan edi na asem abusua me no eka say Attorney General eye Owura Ahene Ababonten abetwese ne ekoso e wo Owura Ken Ofori Attah ne kyerɛ na ya kyerɛ no ene aban ne ensensem a efore ne ho ne busua ene ni twa ka bia ene na sai ene tema na sai azure so aba betwese se Owura Ken Ofori Attah ne kyerɛ na ya kyerɛ no eye targeted operation bi ena ice for no eye enye normal routine bi na wo mo ekọ mo hyeda ekọ ambush e wo Owura Ken Ofori Attah ne fie opie ya ena mu de mo tsew ena wo mo kye no too much GHS ne busua mesre se ansa na ebeto ensem no so we subscribe button no so e de mama ya no wakai se o de bell no ebeka ho se na be na upload me to mpo no first person ya wonsa ebidi kanka entebusua ma yenko tie Owura Manase Azuri se ne wo si ebo amane efa na wo kyerɛ sɛ Owura Ken Ofori Attah ne kyerɛ na yɛbɛkyerɛ no no enye normal ɛkyerɛ ne mom no wo mo hyɛda sɛ ɔmo kɔ akɔkye no nampa wo mo saka no
caught him. I only have details of what he does, and that's what I've been sharing. And exact location where he was arrested, according to sources who witnessed the arrest, is in Washington, D.C., 124th Street in Washington, D.C. And there is an apartment, a luxury apartment complex building called the West Light Building. This building is in a very expensive neighborhood of Washington, D.C., and it is a 20-minute walk from the White House. This is where sources say Ken Ofori Attah and some members of his family, I have heard specifically his wife and son, have been living in this building. This is the building where Kamala Harris was living prior to her election and swearing in as the Vice President of the United States. And Kamala Harris had a 2-bedroom condo in this West Light building. And when she moved in April 2025, this building was listed on the market and sold for almost $2 million. This is just a 2-bedroom apartment in this building where Ken Ofori Attah lives. And it was sold for almost $2 million, to be specific, $1.85 million. So this shows that it's a apartment in this luxurious neighborhood. And the information is that on Tuesday morning at about 11 a.m., Ken Ofori Attah was moving out of this building. And as soon as he stepped outside of this building, the agents of ICE surrounded him, got him into a car and drove him away to this detention center, the Caroline Detention Center in Virginia, which is about 89 miles from the exact location where he was arrested. And they say that this was like a targeted operation. Sometimes ICE officials or agents raid places and arrest or conduct mass arrest. But everything I'm hearing from sources that were present when Ken was picked up shows that it was a targeted operation. They appear to have come to lay ambush, and as soon as he emerged, they surrounded him, got him into the vehicle, and then drove him away about an hour and a half drive to where he's currently being detained.
Etabusia way ene nemanase azuri kana no de enchemu say by eno ene man Ghana fo enya suspicious we say ene na womo eka se aben na a place smart move e wo wura Ken Ofori-Attah so no ebe no kwana so eye attorney general chese debi nukura bia eni sa ensem na ne che na ya che no ni paper ho sensem ne visa ho sensem bi okopie mu no July ena ne visa ne ewu ya na ka wo se oye renewal na busua went me anya wo manu kosi November 29th senka wo fanya sa renewal no eye 2023 last year na 2024 mo go back ena busua went me anya eno ena owura attorney general chese sa nsem no hunti na sa brede owura Ken Ofori-Attah wo mo achabusia wo de nchemu no eba e wo joy news abana wo mu edi nkomo.
And I want Ghanaians to know that he just didn't overstay his visa. The visa was actually revoked. So it's not that Ofori-Attah, overstayed. So in July, the American government revoked, the State Department revoked his visa, all right? And they gave him up to November 29th of 2024 to leave the United States, okay? He did not. And then that is how come that they, decided they were going to now pursue him, and arrest him. Actually, the arrest was supposed to occur on January 4th, and they did not do so. But on Tuesday, January 6th, they, apprehended him, in the Virginia area and took him into. You're saying
not just okay. Now to former finance minister. As at June 2025, that's last year, his visa got revoked. I know I've seen statements from people who said the visa expired.
I see. So as of June 2025, his visa was revoked.
So it's not a question of expiration of visa.
No. So explain that, because there's some information about his visa expiring in February 2026. That's 14 February. I spoke to Manasseh a couple of days ago.
Take it from me.
Explain what you mean.
The information we have from authentic sources is that his visa was revoked in 2025, June 2025. So he's been living in America without a thing I can put to you. But it is just surprising that we have information from people out there, some purporting to be formal information, which is completely contrary to what the reality is.
Which is what, for instance?
Which is that visa did not expire.
True.
Visa got revoked.
That's what some of his persons who speak for him have been saying.
Precisely. So I'm saying that apart from extradition, there are other ways of making sure that persons
come into the country.
Exactly.
So this is one of them.
And the Attorney General's office is exploring every possible avenue of having anyone who has run away from the Republic to be returned to accountability.
So,
and we will succeed.
You will succeed. You're making this emphatic statement on television today that you will succeed.
We will use every possible legal means to bring anyone who is running away from justice in this country,
including Ken Ofori-Attah.
Yes.
Enti abusia wey ene ensam ya owura ahene eye attorney general edema wo man Ghana so edi atodwa efa owura Ken Ofori-Attah ne kire ya wo mo akire no ho na abusia UK eye Ghana ambassador ya wo Washington DC wo no so etse se owura Ken Ofori-Attah eyes for action wo mo boye some bebo anan na wo mo akọ na wo mo akọ na ebusua wo mo koye ne emuaye ya wo mo nyaaye no eno na wo mo de ama se media house nyina ensa ka nubi na kita ne ebusua me ba be kan e de amount me kan na we a afi matrase ne wo mo eka etabusua sei na ensam ne tie wo se Embassy of Ghana, United States na wo mo logo no ebo so fefefe press release statement by the Embassy of Ghana, Washington DC on the detention of Ken Nanayaw Ofori-Attah. First paragraph will say the Embassy of Ghana in Washington DC can confirm that Ghana's former Minister for Finance, Mr. Kenneth Nanayaw Ofori-Attah, has been taken into custody by Immigration and Custom Enforcement (ICE) in the United States. Upon receiving this information, the embassy undertook the necessary steps to verify the circumstances surrounding the matter. Into what stress I no crumble to me as the people say a year former finance minister Owura Kenneth Nanayaw Ofori-Attah no a dear eyes for Elsa Akan was so much as me up woman Anna Sokra and a woman Yamaduna say any anamontobia a here be a woman embassy no betu and a more aqua now woman aqua shim and won some chronos and city airports and someone echa ediasha Owura Ken Ofori-Attah and then send some no second paragraph was say following confirmation the embassy formally contacted the relevant detention facility to request access to Mr. Ofori-Attah in order to provide consular assistance in line with established diplomatic and international protocols. The embassy was informed by the facility that the detainee declined to engage with consular officials at that time without his lawyers present. Inti what say abra wo mo ebo anan no mo reach house and as a facility na Owura Ken Ofori-Attah ewo mu no sene amase dwaso enhwehwe yesitie no wo mo kire say detainee na ye Owura Ken Ofori-Attah no se da bi enya ade se wo no obi a ebekasa se na lawyer fo eni ne nchen a wo kyena nko ne won kan ye nipa mu ne ho bonde da wasan se bi wasa kodja fra wobone de agum enti wo kyena nko ne won kan ye no beto hre nam de babeto abonten se ne Owura Ken Ofori-Attah se enti da bi ne won pene to pene no an lawyer fo eni ho ntenya ade se woni wo mo ebekasa enti no mo kire se Owura Ken Ofori-Attah amma kwan se wo mo mra emehwe no. Afiwei and the last paragraph a word press release and must say the Embassy of Ghana remains in contact with the appropriate United States authorities and will continue to follow the matter closely to ensure that Mr. Ofori-Attah's rights are totally respected. Ambassador Victor Emmanuel Smith, 10th January 2026, and our trust akrate ya wasign for faith into was say a Ghana embassy no and name baby Owura Ken Ofori-Attah a United States for authorities now mo ensa Owura Ken Ofori-Attah no so omu ni omu gusua di ensa was no wo mahwe se Owura Ken Ofori-Attah ne fa ahodie no wo mo entieti asente sa brede ne ho ye ya wo mo akachi nte busua we ene ensam ya free embassy ya Washington DC Ghana embassy ya Washington DC na wo mo de baaye e de fa Owura Ken Ofori-Attah ne nsensam no na busua we nyina etwagu ye na anopai wo OKFM abra kwa menkroma tikese eti adwam na wodi nkomo e de fa Owura Ken Ofori-Attah ensensam no obisa alaji ensam ya ekoso sign planet and already HS Owura Ken Ofori-Attah de no kwasam ne se wagu ne ho animu ase ye penya ono nko a wo ne mabusua ene party ne nyina wagu wo mu nyina animu ase na se onfa bibi ensi a edenti na sabre wo dwane Ghana ban
opportunity to serve women Ghana na women efrel se boa ne ye in connection with activities here we yeah nyoma dia we yeah them dia we Ministry of Finance na wa join Afri economy
ozo kwasa ne ho yare
oh that no kind but when you say we apply for permanent status
yes ne ba na file ama no so bibisa
na adentina ukosa ho yare wo United States of America. United States of America, who was visa for even 10 years. Wouldn't even Kotnawa or Manmu for more than 6 months without leaving. Work in January up to 1 PSA or Manmu against the immigration laws of the United States of America. So, Ada Nkedo Ofori on Nimsa as a former minister, a distinguished person of the Republic of Ghana. What the on Nimsa You see, so when you look at the whole thing, it's despicable. It's just totally unacceptable. That a person of his caliber, his status in society, will conduct himself so recklessly that everybody is talking about you. Your name has been on red alert. Extradition proceedings have been initiated against you. Attah, why?
But
we are minister of Ghana.
But sir, yes, even the chief of staff can say or
yeah, so the chief of staff man the benefit of the doubt. Yes, sir. Sir, and the first time here. Okay, Victor Solomon.
Oh, Victor Solomon, yeah.
No, so yeah, no, they say what pace I want the heart move.
Aye.
Now that person in here cleaning. That time no before a winning election in 2000. Or call United States of America to clean the pacer. Or United States of America now buying see a here no to assist in investigations. What's not by it? But he was given permission to go and for medical a day. But it's not by Anna.
Yes.
Yes, so why will the kind of Attah not come? Why? They haven't found the kind of Attah Emane journey free economy. They pan or yeah. It appears to me that kind of Attah on Nimbonidia or why? Because why will you run away for your own country? Why? I mean, they haven't just. But the fact is that
now, me bacha me bo. Obi a former finance minister. Now was a yare. Now akwabase no oni any diplomatic immunity bia.
Diplomatic immunity way for. What give visa? A visa no ye man on conditions. Visa bia wo conditions. Uko America. Now what conduct to violate the terms under which or conditions under which visa no you never withdraw visa no not cancel visa no. One such condition is that won't even to America for more than 6 months without leaving the country.
Even if he is indisposed.
Neken Ofori, former minister, former diplomatic passport holder, or Muko Chin one fear. And you want yes. So why all this embarrassment? I think. Why? I think. I think or Bagano, you watch the Triana.
Matese is so slow for any political persecution. That may arise.
Some they already are to force and any the Omuka can court where they're being persecuted.
No.
Oh. No, you're ministers, Anna.
Yeah.
Then who can say media man call for investigations, Anna? Yes, I'm afraid several times. Because who know we are minister? What take decisions to be? That decision is not for forever. On TRC. Or say, oh, yeah, investigation. But Bua man, yeah, investigations. Who's the one back? What do you know that we don't know?
But Obisu say, Sanka, he could be tried in absentia.
So why you are not even trying him? The failure to come to assist investigations, no. And then red notice, no, because there is a presumption that why here are they being never be their emphasis. The only time that you can display that presumption is to subject yourself to investigation. Abua ma omo aye review
Etabusia way akwakoye developing story about Owura Ken Ofori Attah ne nsensem ho ye ne de achi ne betwema babia no ye ma maso embu na Ghanafo ebisa se asodie ben pa e na ekoso ne anoma bi nso ebo hwere de gu yaso mo kire se Owura Ken Ofori Attah kra ase ne hu nipa bi e di kan kra eye pepes bi hu krata hu bi hu sensem de ma no senke beye na obetimi atena US afibol kra wontimi nsan ma na chi o man Ghana mu eno na Ghanafo se senka wo ye papa anka wanim etse nti Owura Ken Ofori Attah ebe ya wo mre bi so kwa kire se attorney general ase wo twenchen na ase e wo Owura Ken Ofori Attah ensensem no se Ghana ha yenya asem bi e no farmers lock panimi bi ho a wono so yetena hadi na asem na woni ha besi ne kwa wo mai na so yetimi di asem no wie ye ya ye bo ne kumfo se wa bo man ne ka enti ye fa ne nkotum na so sa bre mo pient de bi obesi Ghana no ye di asem ne wie betimi a kire de na kwa kotum na so Owura Ken Ofori Attah asa chenchen a chato ne general person wo kire se aje so Owura Ken Ofori Attah no wonu nie ansa e na asem no watimi de na so obetimi akostarte asem no edi wabra Owura Ken Ofori Attah eni wo man Ghana we ani adwenche bi a Ghanafo aka Ediafa insensem habusia mesresa wonso obeja wadwenche e wo comment section ho ediama me all the social media handles no too much gh all subscribe like no wa share na afofo so eni bia hwemidin e the dark gold mackerel.